Hey everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about things that are positive because our world is filled with so much negativity. So that's why every Wednesday morning you can expect to hear me, Matt, and my beautiful wife and co-host Heather talk about the wins we've had in our week, because I forgot to enter this part in. Positivity is such a powerful tool for us physically, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. And so, that's why you'll hear us talking about positive things, mainly our wins. And we'll talk about other things. Last week was a little bit different. This is episode, 26?
I think so.
So, episode 26, we are again... Oh, no, I got to be able to take a picture. And my phone's not in here.
That's okay.
Do you have your phone?
No.
Okay.
We're going to wing it tonight.
No picture. But yeah, so we, episode 26. Really excited for this one. You know why? Because this is half a year. We've gone 6 months.
Wow.
That's wild.
I'm pretty impressed by us.
Yeah.
And other props to us. We have never had a podcast in the bank.
And we still haven't missed one yet.
And we have not
There was
missed
only
one
one
yet.
time where we had to record Wednesday.
Yep. But we still did it. We still got it done.
Yeah. And last week was a little bit different because I didn't bring my laptop home. And I left it in my office. And so I had to put it together on your computer, which was totally fine. It just didn't have the normal intro stuff. So, yeah. Super exciting. So what's been going on in your life, Heather?
Well, several fun wins. We've been super busy. Kind of hit the ground running a little bit here.
Yeah.
Well, mostly not us, but more like just getting
There's
involved
been a lot of
with
events.
Yeah. Which has been really fun for us. But and our girls are merging, integrating, acclimating.
Yeah.
Nicely.
All of the aboving.
With the plethora of little girls in the congregation, which is really nice. Josie is starting preschool tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a win.
She's in pre-K 4.
I really don't know if that's a win.
Yeah.
I cried a little today, but
Big win.
I think I'm going to be okay. I'm probably going to cry some more tomorrow, but I'll be okay.
She'll get her 1 year of out of house school. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Just because it's good. We kind of made a decision to have Heather and Georgia really get a year of homeschool where they can really figure each other out. And that can be tough with a little one who is so rambunctious.
Yeah,
and
she's kind of wild.
Loves the attention. So, they're going to have a good year of homeschool, and Josie will be pretty much with me at the church building. So she's going to be going to the preschool that is with the private school that's next door, but they use some of our classrooms in the church building. So she'll be right there with me every day.
Yep. Which helps me feel better, but still.
Yeah, I'll get to do chapel for her every so often on Fridays. So that'll be fun. Yeah. And so with all the new activities, has anything changed in our home in the past week?
I got my super, super, super precious, pretty, new artwork in, and it's kind of taking over our household, and I'm really excited.
Yeah. So it's Light Up Your Home.
No, it's called Light Your Home.
Light Your Home.
You've probably seen it all over Facebook if your algorithm is geared towards Christian, stuff.
Yeah. It's just really cool artwork that this girl reprints. I mean, she probably did it once and then now she just sells a bunch of prints of it. But we've got 4 of them
Yeah, 4.
We got one big one and then 3 little ones.
Yeah, we have one gigantic one.
And we picked out the meaningful ones for us so that it would be conversation starting pieces. So, like hanging on the wall, our big one is the prodigal son comes home. So it's like a father in the distant background with his arms wide open and the young man like coming home. And it's just like pretty powerful when you look at it. And then the other one is a picture of the
Hemorrhaging woman.
the hemorrhaging woman in Mark chapter 5. I don't know the parallel accounts in the other.
I mean, all it shows is her.
Yeah, it's just like
kneeling at his
totally blanked
robe.
out except for Jesus and her grabbing his robe, and it's so cool. And then we have 2 more. One where a depiction of Jesus, I'm not gonna say actual Jesus, is around the sheep. And what is that one?
It's
like
called the Good Shepherd or something.
Yeah, the Good Shepherd or feeding the flock.
Yeah, feeding the flock.
Yeah, that's the one I really like. And then the last one we have is
It's called Consider the Lilies, but it's
it's the 2 girls
It's got 2 little blonde girls,
hand in hand with a depiction of who seems to be Jesus. So
and they're walking through like
Yeah.
a valley of lilies, and it's just really cute.
yeah,
And the first thing Georgia said when she saw it was, "That's me and Josie with Jesus."
yeah. So it
And
worked.
she hadn't even seen like any of the titles or anything like that. So
Yeah,
I really like it.
it's really cool. We had our first group of people over for Sunday lunch.
Oh yeah, that was a win. I forgot that this was this week.
Yeah, it was awesome. That is something we love to do, and yeah, we got to have some couples over for Sunday lunch, and that was enjoyable. Had some kids come too, so we've had a lot going on. It's been wild. Some sicknesses have come with it now.
We're finally acclimating to the new germs of a new state,
Yeah, so the
which
girls
happens
are
every time we move.
sadly the girls are down for the count. Georgia's really sick. Well, I wouldn't say really sick. Today has been not such a good day for her. Just sniffles and head cold type stuff. But Josie's on the mend. I think she's turned the corner, and thankfully because she starts school tomorrow. So
Yep.
yeah, we're excited. School's gonna start. She only goes for half a day tomorrow, so I'll be bringing her home and then going back to work. But any wins for me? Let's see. They buried that wire finally, so that'll make mowing a lot easier. Mowing has been really fun. Push mowing. Yeah. Oh, and then a big win for tonight. We did our first DoorDash ever.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
I mean, the food
Mine and
was
Heather,
mediocre,
yeah.
but it was
mine and
fun.
Heather's we're on a test of Chinese food in Clarksville right now. The one place everybody told us is like, hey, you need to get this place. It's not open. So we had to try another one. And I was thankful it was delivered to our house. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was nothing to blow. Like I could have gone to like a Galleria or a mall and had Chinese food. That was pretty similar.
I don't think I'd eat it again.
Wow, we're gonna go that strong of opinion.
But I mean, if I did, I would try something different.
They had a 4.7. So.
Not fried and sauced because it got soggy.
Oh, okay.
That's why. When you have like General Tso's and stuff
Yeah.
that's fried and then sauced and then packed and smushed into this little container and then brought to your house, it gets not so
Yeah.
desirable.
Oh, and I finished a book. Heather
Me
finished a
too.
book. So
We're
I
on
was
to the new book now.
Yeah, I was reading Andy Andrews' book, The Traveler's Gift, which is a pretty good book. I enjoyed that. I started another one. What book is that?
Restore the Table.
Yeah, Restore the Table by it's right
Ryan
next to me.
Rush.
by Ryan Rush and Ken Abraham, or with Ken Abraham. So it's the whole idea is bringing back meaningful meals with family members, with your immediate family. I think the challenge he poses in there, and I'm only a quarter of the way into the book, but the whole challenge he's going to pose is have 5 meals a week, sit down, no interruption meals with your family. So it's a really cool thing. He brings out a lot of really cool, mental development, psychological things that does for families. So I like reading that and having that information at a ready recollection. I don't know. And then there's another book, Strong Heart.
Yep, that's the one I'm starting.
Yeah, I started it this morning. It looked interesting.
Yep, it's about what is it?
Pretty much raising children to...
You moved my book from my book nook.
Creating children to be self-respect, to have a lot of self-respect, which would then overflow into like the gifts of the Spirit type of thing, instead of the fruits of the Spirit, not gifts of the Spirit, fruit of the Spirit. Galatians 5. Sorry. So yeah, we're reading that.
But I just finished Hard is Not the Same Thing as Bad. It's a mom book. And the first half of the book kind of dragged a little bit because I felt like she complained a lot and just kind of went on rants.
Wow.
Well, I mean, she's also a blogger and she's been blogging for a hot minute, and she has 10 kids. So I was reading it to glean some wisdom from her experience of having so many children and how to go about like life like that, because 2 kids can feel like daunting at times. But the second half of the book was awesome, because she started getting into like big things and like actually talking about like very helpful things, like toddler years, teenage years, marriage, relationships with like other people, things like that. So I thought the second half of the book was much more for me than it was the first half.
Yeah. What is, can you give me 2 practical pieces of advice that you gained from that book that is going to help you moving forward?
Don't overschedule yourself.
Oh, that's a big one.
Because you're destined for burnout.
Yeah. How true is that for everything else too?
I know.
I am that horrible of a person that says yes to everything, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have way too much.
Yeah.
Like the Chinese food I was eating earlier. I had too much on my plate.
Well, those are big plates too.
Number 2.
Let me think about it. I had talked to you about some of the things, and now I can't remember what I talked to you about. I don't know. Oh, I liked her stuff on teenage years. I'm not there yet, but I liked it.
6 years. 5 years. 6 years.
Yeah. I've got a little ways. I don't remember now, but it'll come to me later on, I'm sure. But yeah. And her marriage stuff. She gives a lot of like commentary of things that people will email her in and say, and like some of it is like, wow, you're a turd. Like, why would you say that to her?
Like a husband to a wife?
No, like women emailing her or like commenting on her blog, and she tells the world the things that these people say on her book, which is like a quarter of her book is her telling you things that snarky women say to her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I said most of the book is like her complaining. Or like telling you
she wasn't being positive.
That she's not being positive. But but she shows like through those snarky women like better ways to go about your
Yeah.
mindset. Because one thing she brought up that I had forgotten about was how women in society put down having kids so much, and how moms like have toddlers that don't know how to spell or read, so they'll take their little spaghettios or lettered alphabet treats and stuff, and they'll put these horrible things on it, like out of the letters, that are like things that you wouldn't even want to say to an adult. And they
Yeah.
post it on Instagram thinking it's funny, and all these moms, like thousands, will get on there and be like, yes, totally agree. And it's awful things, but their kids are like, yay, mommy's giving me my letters. And yet it's a mom cussing their kid out through their alphabet soup.
Oh,
And I
man,
got
that's terrible.
I got disgusted by it, like just reading it. And then I had to sit there and think about it. And I was like, you know what? I think I've seen people years ago post that same type of stuff,
Yeah.
just because they forget that they're the adult in the situation. So they let their kids' bad behavior be the one that's ruling them. So they let it affect them.
Yeah.
And she has to turn around and be like, can I just remind you that you're the adult in this situation?
Yeah. And you had the child.
And this is your
You chose
child.
to have the child.
So who's acting like the child now when you're
Yeah.
sitting there doing stuff like that, and you have no idea how hurtful that is? Like,
Yeah.
in reality, that you're posting these things about your kid to your kid on social media.
Yeah.
And I got disgusted by it, like inside, thinking about how awful parents are. And I'm like, why?
And
Just
on
why?
a positive spin to that, children are a blessing.
Yes, they are.
So if you want to read that book, prepare yourself to get heated.
Yes, that's the only part in that book I ever got very angry. Oh, okay, positive. So she does talk about marriage, because a lot of women will ask her, like, so how do you go about keeping your marriage strong when you have so many kids like that? And she says that they set their lives up on a schedule from day one,
Yeah.
like very tight schedule. So their kids, when it comes to bedtime, it's more like you're training them for a routine,
Yeah.
not a thing where you have to put them to bed and do like every single night until they're teenagers. But instead it's like, okay, this is what you need to get ready to do, so that each kid at some point they're old enough and responsible enough to go and put themselves in bed on their own at the time in the schedule that they know that they're on. And so that allows for her and her husband to have nighttime dates in like the living room, where they'll make a dessert or watch a movie or something, and that is their date, is an at-home date. And she said that for years that's just what they did until their kids were old enough to like watch the younger kids type stuff. So that is something positive, and that is how she said that she's been able to keep a strong marriage flowing with that many kids and whatnots.
That's wild.
And he still flirts and stuff since day one.
Yeah, me too. So, and another win for me is I started teaching Bible class Sunday morning, which was fun. I jumped in to the Romans class that they were teaching and started with Romans 10, which was really fun. I think I taught the first 10 to 13 verses of Romans 10, which I don't think I've taught that far into Romans before. Obviously, I've studied it before, and so I spent a lot of time digging in, had some good discussion. It's kind of hard. It's a massive auditorium, so that's where we had the Bible class at, but still was able to get some good discussion, and I enjoyed it. I'm excited to teach again, and so yeah, it was fun. I'm excited to get going, get some more teaching in. I'm still kind of in waiting. The preacher who's been here for so long and done a wonderful job is this Sunday is his last Sunday Sunday morning sermon as the full-time pulpit minister here. So it'll be a wonderful weekend getting to hear him. And yeah, he's been really great around at the office. I've been gleaning lots of wisdom from him. He's been here 25 years, so
Wow.
he has lots of wisdom and lots of practical advice, which I've been taking in and just trying to do more, handwriting letters, thank you notes to all the people that have helped us and done some great things for us since we've gotten here. Just trying to be intentional with stuff like that. The office secretary's birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to Miss Gigi. And we're taking her a little gift.
Yep. I love gifts. Gifts are fun.
Yeah. I took a page out of Heather's book. She's always, this may come from her dental days, but she's very intentional with knowing things about people so that then when special days in people's lives come about, she's like, oh, I know they like this, this, and this, so I'm going to go get them those things. And so I had asked Miss Gigi what her favorite treat was, and she said paydays, and she said her favorite drink was a half and half tea. I don't know how I was going to get that unless I just bring a big old jug of half and half tea. But we'll go. Heather got another little gift too, so I'm excited about that. Trying to just I don't know, be nice, be less non-intentional, I guess, and try to be intentional with people in their lives. And yeah, I had a good influence from Heather for doing that type of stuff. So I told her I was going to copy her. But yeah. Oh, and got the duck call stuff started up again.
Yep, and it looks pretty.
Got me a little section of the garage that Heather's car doesn't fill up, and I've started back making duck calls. I'm excited. I had a lot of stuff that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I just had a lot of I haven't taken this stuff out of the storage stuff until. The bad thing is I had some of that CA glue explode at some point.
Oh no.
And it got up on the buffing wheels and stuff. It's kind of sad. I'll have to get some new ones of those. But besides that, I had a lot of acrylic rods, some hedge or Osage orange, whatever people call that, walnut, all that sort of stuff. So I'm waiting on the walnut because that stuff will make me breathe weird.
I like the acrylics the best. They're the prettiest.
They're just the hardest to do.
They're so sparkly.
So intense. But yeah, we're excited about everything. We've had a lot of good times with people so far, and it's been great.
Oh, and tomorrow morning, I'm excited. Not only is it Josie and Georgia's first day back to school, but every year I try to do a little tradition of back to school bash kind of stuff. We either would go somewhere fun for the first day or do something fun. And tomorrow I am making for breakfast mini Dutch babies.
Mm-hmm.
And because Georgia loves them. They're some of her favorites.
Yeah.
And they're easy. And I get them little back to school gifts every year. So they have no idea what they're getting this time, though. Last year they were snooping and found it. But this year, since I did it all today, they have no idea.
Yeah.
But, and I was going to get more decorations, and I was too late to do that. I missed out on all the cute back to school decorations, but I was going to do a lot. But all I have is a cute tablecloth and napkins. I think that's all I could find that was left.
That's all. I mean, it's good.
I know, but I wanted to get like the dangling apples. I wanted to get like the little banners and all of that and go all out, but I didn't this year. Oh well, they just get fancy breakfast, I guess.
Yeah.
And gifts.
I wonder what everybody else does. We should ask
I don't know.
in the
I know,
Facebook group, like what other people do for morning of school besides take a annual picture. Is there any other traditions that people have?
I know. Well, I got this whole like back to school gift bag thing idea from a friend of ours that used to watch Georgia when we were at Bear Valley. And so every year she would go and get them new backpacks and fill it full of stuff. And I was like, what? That is so cool. And she's like, yeah, you got to make back to school fun. And especially if you're like a homeschooler. So she hypes it up for the school year. But she would put like their new curriculums in each of their backpacks with all of their new supplies and like some cute things here and there too. So they would have no idea what they were doing until that morning. So
That's
I
cool.
thought that was pretty cool. But I'm not that
One day.
good. But I mean,
One day.
I still get them.
You're very
like,
good.
I'm not good at keeping.
Be positive about yourself.
I mean, like I'm not good at like keeping curriculum a surprise because I like for Georgia to be involved in picking that because I want to make sure it's something that she's like.
Yeah, and you got all your curriculum and everything in.
Yep.
Got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my lands.
Not really, because they're separated little workbooks, so there's only like 10 lessons in each book.
And I'm excited because she's doing one curriculum that involves like baking and cooking, and so
we're doing.
me and Josie will just show up every afternoon or once a week.
I think we only have something that you cook with the curriculum for like once a week, but it's we're reading the Little House on the Prairie books with the Peaceful Press curriculum, and she takes a Charlotte Mason style approach, which is learning your literature, your language arts, your history through what is called living books. And that's basically like books that tell stories.
Yeah.
That you feel like you're living through it. And it's through time periods. So then you also have your history because you're following the time period of that era of life.
And Georgia loves to imagine things, so
like she loves
it'll be
podcasts.
good. Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to read them aloud, but we'll see. She might actually prefer just listening to them on like books on tape or whatever it's called, audiobook.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. What is your favorite? Here's a question for us. What is your favorite time of year?
Spring because roses are blooming, but fall because
No. You can't.
What?
You can't pick two.
Why not?
Spring or fall?
Spall.
She said that so serious and so quick. It was just videoed.
Spall.
Spring or fall? Do you want it when things are coming to life or when things are starting to die? There's just something about the smell of death. Like
what?
when that when that first cold front comes through and it like snaps all the greenery and it's like everything's like, oop, time to die. And you know that smell of like dead leaves and decaying. It just
You just made that sound so morbid.
I know. It's just a good like
Fall does smell different.
you just walk out of the house and it's like, it's football season, it's hunting season. It's holiday season. Like,
It's me gain,
literally every season.
the 5 pounds I just lost season.
Yeah. Well, maybe more walking season. Now it's not going to be
Scorching hot.
105 outside.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't even talked about this. We have a little farmer's marketplace right down the road from us. Super awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a yellow seedless watermelon the other day.
And it tastes like cotton candy.
Oh, it was phenomenal. So we've got an orange seedless, red seedless, a black watermelon. I don't even know what that is, but
I don't know. They're sold like sweet gems or something.
that one
But
was okay.
No, it was the best thing ever.
It was the best red one we've had.
It was so
And then
good.
we got a yellow seedless.
That
and
one was so good
We
too.
hadn't had yellow seedless since I helped preach in Rocky Ford, Colorado. And that was 5-6 years ago. So
Wow. Can you believe it's been that long?
I know, it's wild. But yeah, that was the last time we had a yellow seedless, and this thing did not disappoint. It was awesome. The orange was, it wasn't fully there.
You know what's
We may
so
not have
funny?
picked the right one.
We've been out of school for that long, but I still talk about it like it was yesterday.
I know. It's good times.
I still tell people like, well, when we were in school, we did this, thinking it was like 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
it was not 2 years ago.
Nope.
It was a while ago, apparently.
Close to 6 years.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
4.5, 5.
5, 6. Yeah, 5.
Wow.
It'll be 5 in January. Or this December. Isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool.
So yeah, we very cool. Yellow seedless watermelon. Go get some. Delicious.
That topic just took a turn.
Yeah, reminisce. It's good to reminisce.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna call it quits there because tomorrow is first day of school. So
Yep.
we've been getting our kids in the bed by 8:00.
Yep.
And that is a huge win. So that is one thing that didn't really change in the whole moving process. I did survive getting our health insurance and all that fun stuff today. Barely, but I survived. We got some, I think. So yeah. Well, all right. Anything else?
No.
Be positive. Be encouraging to people out there. Have a great morning. Have a great day.
Have a good school year.
Have a great school year. And yeah, we'll be praying for all those kids and teachers and homeschool moms and everybody. And yeah, I hope it'll be a good one. All right. Bye.
Bye.